Hi everyone, welcome aboard another adventure with James and Luke. This time we sail on the MSC Virtuosa to the Shetland Islands and the Norwegian Fjords. Come with us as we sail from Southampton and across the North Sea. This is one epic adventure calling at the ports of Lerwick, Njordjord, Flom and Haugesund. We started our adventure driving from home down to the port of Southampton, where we parked the car and had a short 10-minute walk to the cruise terminal. In port with us today was P&O Cruises Iona, so the port wasn't too busy and we were soon on board in one of the hot tubs. We spent most of the afternoon getting our bearings, a quick evening meal in the buffet, and then time to party in the promenade, followed by an amazing violinist in the theatre. We met MSC's robot and then went for an evening stroll around the promenade to catch this magnificent sunset. The following morning we started our arrival into Lerwick and the incredible island of Shetland. This was a tender port, in which we mean the ship uses small boats to carry passengers ashore, as the ship is too big for the port itself. So we grabbed a ticket number and waited our turn for a tender. We waited about half an hour and then our number was called, where we boarded the small vessel and took the 10-minute journey into port, where unaware to us we'd make the news that day. More on that later. So welcome to Shetland, total population of 23,000 and 7,000 of those in the town of Lerwick. Being a Sunday, the town was pretty much closed, so we decided to spend our day exploring the dramatic coastline. First stop was Fort Charlotte, the old fort, where you could find dramatic views of the town and the ship. It was turning out to be an absolutely wonderful day. The sun was shining and about 17 degrees. We took the coastal path, which is really easy to find if you just head straight out of town. You'll have some magnificent views here and the path just goes on for miles. There's rock pools, there's a cemetery, sculptures like these ones, and plenty of places to sit and admire the view, as well as the locals' gardens. There's small cliff faces. The water is crystal clear here. You'll see many settlements, quite a few ships. There's some great lunch spots too, and some amazing photo opportunities. The further you walk, the more you'll see. The main pathway is fairly smooth and accessible, but we went off the beaten track sometimes. Down by the sea could be quite uneven. We walked for about 2 hours in total before we decided to head back. Just give yourself plenty of time to catch the last tender. So today was actually a very special day. We made the news of being the largest cruise ship to ever dock in Lerwick, with our capacity being 6,334 passengers and 1,704 crew. We doubled the population of Lerwick that day. So after a great walk, we decided to treat ourselves to a pint of Scottish Tennent's and then catch the last tender back and a nice relax in the jacuzzi. It was a stunning day out, and the perfect weather for an amazing sail away. We've never seen a clearer sea or sky. The view sailing out of the islands was absolutely spectacular and changed minute by minute. Now, what's coming next absolutely amazed us. One of the best sunsets we've ever seen. Who would have thought the North Sea would be so beautiful? Just wow. Night night everyone. And we woke up to the most majestic views as we sailed into the fjords and had an early morning jacuzzi session. It was the perfect way to relax and watch this amazing scenery just sail by. It was another beautiful day. The water was like glass reflecting off the sky and the fjord. Absolutely breathtaking. It doesn't get much better than this. We found the perfect place to have breakfast at the aft of the ship, where we could watch the views. Just absolutely stunning. And half an hour later we arrived into our first port of call, Njordjord. Having had our breakfast early, we were up and out and had most of the town to ourselves first thing. We paid a visit to this beautiful white church and had an amazing stroll around the river. Njordjord is a sleepy little town in the middle of the Njordjord with a population of 3,000. The main attraction in Njordjord is the Viking Museum, as well as a conference centre and an opera house. It's a beautiful little town. We love just wandering around here. It's also got a really cute little high street which hosts antique centres and also this amazing bakery. So we had a wander around the local shops and then checked out some of the beautiful houses in the town. And then had a look at some local craft centres. And then we got a little bit lost and ended up in this farmland. Still absolutely beautiful. We were shattered by this point, so we grabbed a little refreshment and then headed back on board for sailaway. And what an amazing sailaway it was. The ship pirouetted a full 180 and gave us some spectacular views. We really liked the Virtuosa for amazing lookout points. There were so many on the top of the ship. It's perfectly designed for a port like this. And just like that, it was time to say goodbye to Njordjord. We had an incredible afternoon just sailing down the fjords. The scenery was absolutely breathtaking. A beautiful warm spring day here. This is what sailing the fjords is all about. It truly is one of the most beautiful places on earth. This was an amazing sailaway because it went on for hours, with the scenery constantly changing right in front of you. It was a great way to spend the afternoon. We spent many hours here with plenty of tea and coffee. Just wow. And another beautiful sunset. The perfect end to the day. Join us next time when we head to Flom. We take the railway up on one of the most spectacular journeys in the world. Explore its amazing sights. Arrive at the summit and then hike and cycle all the way back down. We check out the best of what Virtuosa has to offer and visit Haugesund with some more spectacular sunsets. If you've enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and we have plenty more coming up, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, see you next time.